Yo, what up, it's your man Dust? What up, y'all? If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, what up, though? Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Here we go, another react video. This is 10 huge mistakes you missed in superhero movies. I just gave it a thumbs up now because we're talking about superhero movies, so regardless whether I like it or not, superhero movies. But let's get into this. Without further ado, don't forget to check out the new Freestyle. Boom, it's in the description below. Dust. Go ahead and subscribe to them. I usually try not to really do that.
As more and more comic books burst to life on the big screen, the action storylines and casts are only getting bigger and bigger. As a result, some of the simple mistakes and errors that would normally be caught in editing are slipping through more than ever. And as audiences grow more and more excited to see their favorite heroes on screen, some massive mistakes have gone completely unnoticed. Here are Screen Rant's 10 huge mistakes in superhero movies. General Zod's faulty plot. Although Man of Steel's star Clark Kent spent his entire life keeping his alien heritage a secret, General Zod spills a secret to the entire world. When the Kryptonian first arrives on Earth, he broadcasts a message in multiple languages around the globe, telling people in America and Asia that they are not alone. Seeing people huddled around their campfires or TVs and learning that an alien lives among them is a powerful image. But think about it. All the scenes are set at night, no matter which side of the planet they're on. It doesn't quite add up. Since the message of the scene is to unite all of Earth in fear, fans will likely be willing to overlook it. Turned around Tumblr. Christopher Nolan isn't afraid of leaving a few errors in his films. The thrills or twists they bring with them are usually worth it in the end. In the case of his reimagined Batman, the director bet that audiences would be too thrilled to see the new Dark Knight in action with his signature set of wheels to notice a few major mistakes. During Bruce's first test drive of the camo pattern Tumbler, he brings the vehicle to a dramatic stop with a sudden slide. But a closer look reveals that Bruce turns the wheel hard left to stop, while the car ends up sliding to the right. Either that's an editing mistake, or this vehicle is really difficult to pilot. Crowded chase. Oh no, we're not done with Nolan's Batman Begins. When the Dark Knight finally takes his new Tumbler into the field, Gotham City police pursuit has him cornered atop a large parking structure. With cops swarming, Nolan clearly hoped audiences would be too excited or caught up to notice the massive group of crew members and cameramen on set, completely exposed by a police chopper's searchlight. And he was probably right. Wolverine's faulty skull. When Wolverine and Rogue pay a visit to Bobby, aka Iceman's family in X2, X-Men United, the mutant's brother calls the police, who ambush the entire group on the house's front porch. A jumpy police officer drops Wolverine with a bullet to the head, taking the situation from bad to worse. Fans knew that Wolverine's healing factor would bring him back to the fight in no time, but the actual shot doesn't make much sense considering the nearly invincible hero's usual fighting skills. The first question is how the bullet managed to lodge itself in his head in the first place. A skull made of indestructible adamantium means the bullet should have glanced off harmlessly instead of embedding itself in his forehead. Why he was knocked unconscious doesn't make sense either. Despite making his claws and bones unbreakable, is the same metal useless at protecting his brain? Of course, there's always the chance that the cop was firing adamantium bullets, but that seems like a long shot. Shield logic. Once Steve Rogers finally starts to prepare for field work during Captain America: The First Avenger, he stumbles upon a prototype of his famous vibranium shield. Described as completely vibration resistant, it succeeds in not deflecting bullets, but stopping them dead in their tracks. It isn't just bullets either. In the Avengers, its invulnerability is tested, stopping even Thor's hammer, directing his godlike attack into a massive shockwave. Unfortunately, in the effort to make the Winter Soldier sequel a more grounded and realistic adventure, the strengths of Cap's shield flew completely out the window. Not only was Steve able to use his shield to deflect bullets as enemies, but kicks and punches were able to knock him around, and a single RPG sent him tumbling through the air. A shifting Pentagon. Considering just how much X-Men Days of Future Past deals with time travel and rewriting history, plenty of inaccuracies can be explained away as slightly different in the alternate timeline. Although we're fairly certain that in all realities, the Pentagon is technically located in Arlington, Virginia, not Washington, D.C., as the movie claims. A rogue kitty. Most fans know that the original cut of Days of Future Past had the team of future X-Men seeking help from Rogue after an unconscious Wolverine mortally wounded Kitty Pryde. With Kitty's health failing, Rogue was brought in to absorb her power and take over. In the end, Kitty was simply shown to tough it out in the finished version. But the filmmakers didn't remove the previous storyline completely. When wounded Magneto slides to the ground as the final battle reaches its conclusion, Kitty is supposed to be maintaining the link to the past. However, she can just be spotted slumped on the floor next to him. Her unique costume design is pretty hard to miss. Extremist measures. Not every Marvel fan was happy to see Tony Stark separated from his signature armor in Iron Man 3, but his gift for invention and careful planning showed he was a threat with or without his suit. Even so, the filmmakers may have turned a blind eye to a few mistaken details. The brilliant Dr. Maya Hansen threatens to inject a syringe carrying 1200 cc's.
1200 cc's, a dose half of this size, I'm dead.
An amount equal to 1.2 liters. It's an odd mistake for a character to make, but it wasn't the movie's only inaccuracy. Tennessee Express. Iron Man 3's questionable math continues when Tony realizes his suit in Tennessee has finally been powered online. Stark asks the henchman on hand exactly what distance the armor pieces need to travel to reach it.
What's mileage count between Tennessee and Miami?
832 miles.
The suit bursts in just minutes later. A major problem once fans start doing the math. The payoff is worth it. The idea that the pieces could travel around 7,000 miles per hour proves that comedy beat out actual physics in this case. Identity crisis. For all its action, the first Thor movie served to prove one point: that godly power was a gift, not a privilege. It turned out the Asgardian hero needed to learn some humility. He learned the lesson in the end, saving his father and kingdom from his brother's betrayal. Once Loki was beaten, the would-be king chose to fall into a wormhole in space, eventually making his way to the villain Thanos and back to Earth to fight the Avengers years later. But his family mourned him all the same. Thor even takes a private moment to tell Odin that he could never be as good a king as he was his father.
I will never be a wiser king than you.
The sentiment is returned at the end of Thor: The Dark World, when Odin asks Thor if he still believes that the father should rule and not the son.
You once said there would never be a wiser king than me.
It's a subtle callback for the die-hard fans, but there's one problem. The film ends by revealing that it isn't Odin on the throne, but Loki in disguise. A slip-up on the writer's part is probably to blame, since there's no way Loki should know about the Paris conversation, as he was off drifting through space. Some might argue he was eavesdropping from across the universe, but we like to think Loki has better ways to spend his time. So what do you think of our list? Did we miss any of your favorite mistakes or plot holes in superhero movies? Let us know in our comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.
Gotta stop marking videos I don't care about. My apologies, guys, if you watch this and you don't care. I get it, because I didn't really care. Let me know what you thought. If you like Marvel movies, I guess. I don't know. Leave me a comment. But otherwise, let's get up out of here. That was amazingly ridiculous. I'm thirsty. Other than that, it's your boy Dust. Don't forget to check out the new Freestyle boom in the description below. Boy Dust finna check out. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. 2 fingers to the side. Dust.